Nerdrotic.com.
Elon Musk clinches game-changing $44 billion Twitter acquisition. Billionaire provocateur. Is he a provocateur? A little bit. That's fine. Elon Musk has sealed his acquisition on Twitter, leaving a major media platform in the hands of the impulsive head of two other companies, SpaceX and Tesla, which are run far better than Twitter has ever been run. Any social media giant corporation has ever been run by a guy who probably, I'm not going to say Elon is a wake and bake, but probably smokes 2 joints in the morning and maybe 2 joints at night. And then he runs his companies better than sober dipshits from Silicon Valley. I would say it's kind of impulsive to block the Babylon Bee or remove a president of the United States. I would call that a little impulsive. Or block valid news that would have affected an election and in turn affecting an election. I would call that impulsive. Or is it calculated? Is that what we want? Calculated little puppet masters doing the bidding of a Klaus Schwab. No, we don't. That's the answer. No, we don't. Musk and his backers are paying $54.20 per share in cash. Once the deal closes, Twitter will become a privately held company. Oh, if you don't want to be on the platform, just make your own. Okay. Wall Street appeared to initially hail the news, with Twitter shares up almost 6%. It's a lot higher than Disney shares, Netflix shares. Heading toward a closing bell. They have risen almost 30% since Musk formally came on the scene. I love how they're going, oh, it just rose 6%, and it's only rose 30%. But then when Disney goes down, it's like, it's only 5% and 30%. It's not a big deal. Terms were reached today, less than 2 weeks after Musk revealed his initial $43 billion offer for the company. Although he described it as a best and final bid, the parties reportedly convened for talks over the weekend, with Twitter's board deciding the ultimate valuation was too great to resist. Yeah, it was too great to resist. Also, he probably worked out in some negotiations not to totally expose the board members for being a bunch of fucking morons. The purchase raises a host of questions. Oh, are we going to get misinformation? God, I hope we get misinformation. I'm rooting for misinformation. And follows Twitter's enacting of a poison pill provision intended as a defense mechanism after Elon Musk's unsolicited offer surfaced. The measure is designed to flood the market with shares at the point that Musk's stake rises past 15% of the company, a consequence that would dilute his control and keep exiting Twitter shareholders, blah, blah, blah. We all knew that. Beyond the details directly associated with the acquisition, there are also broader questions about Twitter's strategy from here. Musk has described himself as a free speech absolutist and has voiced criticisms of Twitter's content moderation practices, inconsistent ones. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the inconsistency. The platform famously ejected former President Donald Trump, something you in the Access media celebrated, you pieces of shit. But you would be crying to high heaven if Biden was removed, and you'd be talking about threats to democracy after affixing a spate of warnings on his Twitter for promoting violence and anti-democratic ideas in the wake of the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Well, we got a January 6th mention, everybody. January 6th. Oh, my God, January 6th. What about the Summer of Love, 2020? What about the Summer of Love where people died? Not just that one young lady who was shot by a mysterious cop who we don't even know who he is. We don't even know if there was an investigation, whatever. Founded in 2006 as an early social media player, forced initially on short text exchanges, Twitter has grown to 217 million daily active users, but its business model is under pressure. Yeah, because it doesn't make any money. It has relied primarily on advertising for its growth, but it scales less effectively than peers like Facebook, now Meta, or Snap Inc. or YouTube. Musk, among his other grumblings on Twitter, has taken aim at the company's ad-driven model, which he says encourages zombie accounts, bots, and other undesirable content. A private company, Twitter could presumably have more leeway to experiment with potential subscription models. Nope. And also welcome back Trump and others booted from the platform for what they have tweeted. Well, Babylon Bee needs to come back today. A lot of people need to come back today. Alex Jones needs to be back on Twitter now. I wish Az would get his original account back. Same with Jeremy. It's like this. You know how when we were saying Captain Marvel's a bad movie, Last Jedi's a bad movie, and people would go to where they could voice their opinion, and all of a sudden it became Russian bots. Okay, bots take time, in some cases take resources. I don't know who would stand to gain from a movie failing financially. Or one of the theories was it was the Russian government trying to stabilize America through downvoting The Last Jedi. And yes, this is some of the insanity we read in the Access media. Or is it a company that's just projecting because they have the wherewithal, time, ability, and finances to create bots to boost their product? That's shit. I'm just asking what's more likely, because they stand to gain a lot of money from it, a profit from it. So through all that projecting, I'm not saying bots don't exist. I'm just saying some people might be surprised who they belong to, who they are controlled by. Just a theory. That's all. It's just a film theory. The Twitter board conducted a thoughtful and comprehensive process to assess Elon's purpose. I think he's been pretty clear, with a deliberate focus on value, certainly, and financing. The company's independent board chair said in the official announcement of the deal, the proposed transaction, we will deliver a substantial cash premium, and we will believe it's the best path forward for Twitter's stockholders. Oh, man. I hope there's I hope a bunch of people quit. Well, they don't go into work anymore. That big, expensive Twitter building in downtown San Francisco where people are pooping in front of the doorway is still, for some reason, worth a lot of money. Not really sure why. But free speech is a bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated, Musk said. I also want to make Twitter better than ever by enhancing the product with new features, making the algorithms open source to increase trust, defeating the spam bots, and authenticating all humans. Twitter has God, this fucking article keeps bouncing on me. Tremendous potential. I look forward to working with the company and the community of users to unlock it. I fucking hate that word. Well, hey, good for Elon. That's great. That's fantastic. And that's a win. I think it's a win. I won't say a win. Well, yeah, we could say a win in the battle for free speech. And take them where you can get them, folks. Really. It's been pretty incredible. And it's been a series of events. And if you see, all things are connected. Yeah, I saw one. I won't name him. I follow him. I like him. Think he's a good dude. But I used to hear this a lot a few years ago. All right. They said something to the effect of, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard and all this Hollywood stuff is a distraction. Pay attention to what's important. I would say pay attention as much as you humanly can, because it's all important. So Johnny Depp and Amber Heard might not seem important, except it might be a step in the direction of a woman can just say shit and a dude goes to jail or loses his career. It might be a good step in, I don't know, innocent before proven guilty. That would be good. That's a big picture thing. That's a huge big picture thing. Then we can get past their sphere of influence. You go to Amber Heard's Twitter. I think the first thing, at least it used to say it. I don't go there much, and I don't care much. But the first thing it says in her bio is activist, not actor. That I see that with a lot of quote unquote adult pretenders or actors in Hollywood, because they need meaning in their life. But when you spout stupid shit and you are the one accusing people of misinformation, like I said, it's generally projection. The misinformer loves to accuse people of spreading misinformation. It's for you to decide, by the way. It's for you to decide. So I see wins for the individual, right? I really do feel like things are turning around. It's not going to happen quick. This is an institution, this woke Hollywood, woke big tech institution. It's going to take a lot to rip it out by the roots. And I don't know if we'll all the way, I don't think we're all the way do it, but I think we can at least get to some balance. It ebbs and flows. It ebbs and flows. But we've been out of balance, out of whack especially in entertainment and in culture, for years now.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.
If you like what I do here, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking and sharing the videos. It really does help. And if you did this with your favorite YouTuber as well, I'm sure they would appreciate it as much as I do.